Okay, so we got to talk about this image right here because a lot of people missed out on this recently, and it looks like we got some new champions. And it comes from the recent What's Next in Raid video, and it's just a little, art piece here that displays some mysterious champions that appear to be coming to Raid, but it's not discussed whatsoever in this video. So we have to talk about these mysterious champions. Who are they? And hey, since we're talking about cool champions, we got to talk about Kurato Fox Center because I'm giving them away for completely free today, which is crazy. So if you want to obtain Kurato right now for free, follow that link in the description below or scan that QR code on the screen. And as a new user to Raid, he will be yours for free, as well as a ton of starter resources. But hey, let me take it a little bit further here because guess what? By level 15, you will also obtain none other than one of the best healers in the game, and that is Ugo right here. She has been amazing. She's an epic support champion, and she'll be yours by level 15 on that new account. Now, March is coming to a close, and this is basically your last chance to use this very, very rare promo code. Let me tell you what, it is Supreme 6. Confirm that. Enter that in there and check your inbox because guess who is going to be in your inbox? None other than Supreme Gallic himself. Let it load. It'll load here in just a moment. There it goes. And he will be, yours for free right out of the gates. After you do the tutorial, then you can enter the promo code and everything like that. But that is a crazy start to Raid Shadow Legends. So get busy, check it out. But anyway, back to this right here because this was the post that really caught my attention out on the Raid Shadow Legends subreddit. It says, anyone notice Rhino champion on Raid's What's Next video thumbnail? I also did not see the two other champions next to Rhino. And we have some opinions here. Good catch, of course. Is this Krisk 2.0? And he says, I thought you wrote Raiho. And I was like, how's that a big deal, of course? But this is a Rhino champion who is looking to be a newcomer, of course. And a lot of people love the skinwalkers, and it looks like they're building off of that. However, some people are like, hey, what type of factions do we have here? Do we have, a universal faction that they're all part of? Is this like 4 different factions? I'm not going to go out on a limb and say this is an all new faction, but there's also some, theories about that as well. Now, we have Spinosaurus who says they all seem to be wearing the same armor style while also being different factions. My guess is it's some sort of thematic, a style specific to the community day stuff they talked about, as they also mentioned champions being up for grabs, or perhaps a new faction that is some sort of cross-faction group, outcast cult team similar to Arbiter plus starter heroes or the White Lotus from Avatar. So, there's a lot of theories. I don't want to overhype something like this and say, hey, it is going to be an absolute new faction, but there are, gear and armor sets and just the general look of these characters. They definitely look like they have a cohesive vision. You know what I mean? It's definitely very thematic between all of them. They don't look extremely different. Now, of course, if you go to the very, very right, we do know that we are getting this brand new champion here. Can't remember his name. Wish I could remember his name. But he is going to be that daily login reward. He kind of does look a little different compared to the rest of them, of course. But I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen here. It's been a while since we've had like an entirely brand new faction added into Raid. So let me know if you guys would like to actually see a brand new faction or not. But besides speculating on a whole new faction, JK Hunter says that he noticed all the champions, cool looking dudes. Looks like we got a Sylvan, Skinwalker, Night Rev, or Dark Elf, and a Night Rev as well. So yeah, it looks like they could still fit into perhaps the current mold of what we currently have in Raid for factions. But I gotta say, they look badass no matter what. But dude, this guy got so freaking lucky after 5 months in Raid. He says, is this a buy for an HP-based nuker? And check this out. It's a Savage gear piece, chest plate. Of course, we have 10% HP, 6% crit, and 6% crit rate. And then, of course, the attack is 22. It's not a percentage-based thing, but still, that's pretty damn good. And then we got speed as well on top of that. Now, of course, with Savage, it ignores 25% of enemy defense, but it does require those 4 artifacts to really lock that in. But we got some comments. The OP did end up buying this, and it was, let me check the price again. It was pretty pricey, 8.5 million silver. So he went all in on that one. and I don't think he regrets it. We got some opinions on this, as now that's a piece that you'll use for years. Ideal Ascension and solid rolls. This is great and all, but now I need to get an HP-based nuker. Any champs I should look out for? That's the question. Who would this gear piece line up to? And we got some opinions. Magnar is an epic HP nuker, and then Taurus if you end up getting lucky. And yeah, Magnar is excellent. The caveat with Magnar, though, is he's not a legendary. He is an epic HP, and he is actually very, very highly rated. Pretty well-rounded throughout all of Raid. Some, opinions vary when we get into things like Chimera, Fire Knight's Castle, that sort of thing. But as you can see, for Arena, Faction Wars, Campaign Location, Minotaur's Labyrinth, that sort of thing, and even Spider's Den, he really is amazing. So yeah, for an attack base like HP nuker, Magnar would really, really be a great option for sure. But they did mention Tars here, who was a legendary HP. So he is a legendary, and his ratings are through the roof. I mean, 5 out of 5 rating for Arena offense. Look at the Arena offense and defense, and even for Faction Wars, Hydra, Campaign Location, he excels pretty much everywhere in the game. One of the best legendary HPs that you can get in Raid Shadow Legends. So, of course, this Savage chestplate is going to be great for either one of those champions. But this one is a funny comment here. I want to be happy for you. My anger is quite real, though. Been looking for a piece like this for a long time. Yeah, I know the feeling. I see some people have some amazing, like, legendary champions. I'm like, damn. However, I got some really cool pulls recently, I got to say. And I hope to do more videos in the future breaking down some of the champions I actually acquired recently. Which, by the way, if you want to acquire one of the best legendary attack champions in the game right out the gates on a new Raid Shadow Legends account, I've got Karato here for you. And all you got to do is follow that link in the description below or scan that QR code on the screen, and Karato is yours for completely free right out the gates on that new account. And also a ton of starter resources. But that's not all. Remember, by level 15, if you keep going, you will also acquire one of my favorite epic support champions in the game, an amazing healer, Ugo, and she has been amazing in my game, and you guys will love her. Now, remember, March is coming to an end, and we have a promo code that is also going to be ending once March ends, and that is Supreme6. Enter this into promo codes while you have the chance. Confirm that, because waiting for you in your inbox is one of the best legendary attack champions, and that is Supreme Gallic himself. So go get it, follow that link, beat the tutorial, enter that promo code, and yeah, you're going to have an amazing start. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about the Savage set, because dear God, it has been an absolute game changer for my Cold Heart. I have legendaries. I've got the entire set going here, and I still need to ascend and further upgrade it, but man, she has been absolutely amazing in things like Spider Den with this set. As you can see, this is legendary, and it is 6-star pieces, of course. I actually got this for a deal, but you can see like the advantages that you can get here. Attack percentage increase here. HP is through the roof on the helmet there. Now, I do wish I had more when it comes to speed. That's the one thing that I do wish I had more of. But I believe I can go in here and try to fine-tune some of these gear pieces. I've yet to do that. We do have some speed here on the chest plate, but what I was really looking for is something like this. Attack percentage is 60% right here. And then you have another attack on top of it. The substat is attack. And then, of course, speed, which is crazy. So, yeah, some of these pieces are absolutely wild. And I highly recommend the Savage gear set for, an attack-centric champion. Even if it is like a HP attack nuker, it's going to take your champion to the next level. So when I saw that gear piece, I was also pretty jealous when that dude pulled that. But yeah, there's some amazing stuff that you can still find in the market. Let's see if we can find anything right now. We do have some legendaries. More and more, I'm seeing way more legendaries that progress further in the game. And I'm wondering if the game is like kind of fine-tuned with the marketplace to show you more legendaries as you get further and further into your career as a reward for playing. That's how it's been for me. I don't know if that's the case actually, or if they've changed something completely with the marketplace. I know that they did do that marketplace update. I think it was like 2 months ago or something like that. But yeah, I'm getting a lot more legendaries lately for sure. Let's see what we have here. This one is 607,000. It's got speed on there, HP, attack. Actually, let me know what you guys make of some of these, but a lot of potential here for sure. We also have the immunity one as well. 1.3 million silver. I need to work on selling some stuff to get more silver for sure, because I see so many opportunities here to acquire some really cool stuff. But yeah, mentioning acquiring cool stuff, I have an entire legendary attack champion right now for you for completely free on a fresh new raid Shadow Legends account. All you gotta do is follow that link in the description below or scan that QR code on the screen, and Karato Fox Center is yours for completely free, and he's a badass Shadowkin. Also, you'll get those starter resources as well. Now, by level 15, you will also acquire none other than Ugo herself, who is an amazing epic support champion, one of the best healers in the game. And do not forget, March is coming to a close. This promo code will not exist anymore, and it's one of the best promo codes Raid has ever offered. Enter Supreme6, confirm that, and guess who's going to be waiting for you in your inbox? It's going to be an amazing Void legendary attack champion. Void being very critical, one of the best legendary attacks in the game, and that is Supreme Gallic. So yeah, crazy start to Raid. So follow that link in the description below or scan that QR code on the screen to have a crazy good start. Get through the tutorial and enter that promo code. It's going to go away here once we start getting into April, but there are also going to be other opportunities to get some cool stuff once we start up that new like daily login reward system. That is going to be badass, because there will be a legendary waiting for us if we log in every single day for like X amount of days. We'll see how that works. So curious about that one, but thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned here for more, and I will see you all next time. Take care.